I am not Syrian, I am not Ukrainian, I am not Yemeni, I am not Afghani, I am not from South Sudan, I am not from Israel or Palestine. I am not a politician, I am not even a pundit, but I am a witness. And having witnessed the human cost of war, violence and persecution, visiting refugees from across the globe, I cannot look away. What sits at the core of my dual roles as actor and goodwill ambassador for UNHCR is the human condition, the human story. And over the past few weeks, we have all, in horror, been watching the continuing violence in Israel and Gaza. The conflict has claimed and is still claiming thousands of innocent lives. Earlier this week, UNHCR's High Commissioner called, together with several other humanitarian organisations, for an immediate humanitarian ceasefire and the immediate release of all civilians held hostage. Alas, while these events are understandably dominating the news, this is far from the only violence afflicting our world. And these are not the only innocent lives being lost. War rages on in Ukraine. It rages in Sudan, where it's already forced millions of people to flee their homes since erupting earlier this year. Indeed, in recent times, the headlines have brought us news of violence in Ethiopia or Afghanistan, in the Sahel, and many others. And in every single case, innocent people suffer, and innocent people are forced to run for their lives. Globally, forced displacement has now passed the grim milestone of 114 million people. Many of those caught up in these maelstroms have made unbelievably dangerous journeys in search of a place of safety. On arrival, too many of them have found themselves unwanted, rejected, despised, even scapegoated. 114 million people. It's a number so huge that it is difficult to grasp. But grasp it we must, as we acknowledge the figures and the facts. Because the fact is, of those 114 million, 62.5 million are displaced internally within their own countries. And of the other 36.4 million who are forced to leave their countries, 69% of them remain in neighbouring countries, places that I have had the great privilege of visiting, such as Bangladesh, South Sudan, Jordan, Niger and Lebanon. Why do people stay so close to these places? Because, just as we would if we were in their shoes, they want to return home, to their people, to their land, to their families. I urge each and every one of you here today to stand firm in challenging the dangerous myth peddled far too widely and stoking far too much fear and hostility that each and every refugee is headed here to Europe.